Hi, this is Rebecca with Digital Thinker. In this video, I will review how to set up and use Equipment Revision Control. This functionality was introduced in version 12.2.1. Equipment Revision Control supports data integrity by restricting changes to equipment details and requiring approval for designated modifications. Historically, this has been managed by leveraging screen permissions, Screen Designer, status authorizations, and audits. During this video, you'll get a glimpse into how Equipment Revision Control improves data compliance. I'm going to start by reviewing the initial configuration. A new screen is available called Equipment Revisions. The screen will need to be added to the applicable user group menus. Also, a new tab called Equipment will need to be made available on the Revision Control Setup screen. This is handled by updating screen permissions. One of the great features of this functionality is you have control over which equipment records are under revision control. The Revision Control checkbox and Equipment Revision field will need to be added to the System, Position, and Asset screens via Screen Designer. Let's continue by walking through an example. I am going to activate revision control for this asset. Immediately upon doing so, fields on the Record View, Calibration, and Test Points tabs become protected. This is controlled by the Revision Control setup. Before we look at the setup, a couple of items to be aware of. First, once the revision control checkbox is selected and the record is saved, the only way to remove the equipment from revision control is to approve a revision with the checkbox unchecked. Also, comments and documents are fully protected. The only way to modify these tabs is via revision control. I'm going to jump to the Revision Control Setup screen. The Equipment tab allows for designating which fields on the Record View, Calibration, and Test Points tabs are protected when revision control is enabled. The protected fields can vary for systems, positions, and assets. By default, all fields are protected, but I wanted the Assigned To and Operational Status fields to be updatable for assets without revision control. As such, if I look at the asset, those two fields are not protected. But what happens if the cost code needs to be updated or perhaps a new document needs to be attached? Well, a new equipment revision will need to be created on the Equipment Revisions screen. Please note you will need to set up status authorizations for the OBRV entity prior to creating an equipment revision. Complete the top section by entering a revision description and entering or selecting the equipment code. You can also select a source revision and enter a revision reason. Once you save, proceed with making the necessary modifications. I am going to update the cost code and add a new document. Next, the revision will need to be approved by following the status authorizations that were established. I'm going to approve this, but I wanted to mention that approval workflows can be set up for equipment revisions. The entity is OBRV. As soon as the revision is approved, the previous version will be superseded. And to aid with regulatory support, you can easily view changes and compare revisions. I hope this video helps you to determine if equipment revision control is right for your organization. Before you leave, be sure to subscribe to this channel and we'll be back soon with another EAM video. Thanks!